Sorry. Hey, good evening, Mr. Ng. I would like to thank you for doing this interview. And is it okay if I record you?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just for
fine.
my time. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. So, from your email, I understand that you are an educator for many university students, college students, people around the ages of 18, 17, 21. And this age group is, uh, they are only a few years away from jumping into the working world. And I heard that you are teaching them 21st century skills. So, can you enlighten me on what are 21st century skills?
First of all, thanks for this opportunity. I just want to give you a bit of background. What am I doing? I am educator for higher learning institutions. So I teach the younger ones career coaching, and I'm also teach and lecture with universities as well. So 21st century skills, they are kind of coined by various government because they think that the world is changing and to prepare the young ones for the 21st century. Therefore, you need 21st century skills. No longer it's about the knowledge that you need to have in order to go into a job, but also the skill set. Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of the government a lot of government they have come up with a certain set of skills that are desired. For example, digital literacy and collaboration and design thinking, etc. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, the university side they are not so ahead in getting the students ready for the 21st century skills. So, the university is still tend to focus on the knowledge part of it rather than the skills part of it. So, even though there is this emphasis on the 21st century skills because of the changing world, but there's still a gap. Yeah. Mm.
Ah, all right. That's very interesting and very insightful. So now, now you have thoroughly explained why we need these skills, but how do you exactly teach people these skills? And okay, let me rephrase it in a different way. How exactly do you? How exactly do people learn these skills effectively?
I think at the universities and the school level, a lot of the design of the curriculum has has refocused on project-based learning or scenario-based learning, such that it's no longer kind of a cut and paste answer that you could just lift off from Google, but more of applied thinking. So that could be one way to encourage the students to adopt at least a 21st century mindset, and therefore with the group work and the group projects there could be some skill set. But indeed there isn't a module to say that okay, when you come for this course, this program, this university program, there's a module that says digital literacy or a module that says teamwork. It's just or even 21st century skill. There's no such module or subject. So yeah, that there can be this gap. There is an emphasis. There is some infusion of the training of the skill set, but that is not very visible, or it can't really you can't really tell, yeah, whether the student has acquired those skills.
Hmm. I think your words and statements do reflect some of the Ministry of Education's opinions on 21st century skills. To add on to your opinion, I have read that 21st century skills they focus more on learning and collaboration rather than skills that force people to do the same thing over and over and over. So I am not very informed about this, so I have to ask you, how can 21st century skills help humans to be better workers?
Because the world and therefore the nature of the job has become more uncertain, uh, especially with the emerging digital world and digital economy. Just over 10 years ago, we were talking about disruption and therefore this need for 21st century skill. But I think even the 21st century skill, that skill set is evolving with certain emphasis, uh, being a greater emphasis now, uh, with the greater emergence of digital economy. Example, the use of digital applications, coding, perhaps is one of the most useful skill sets now, because a lot of the businesses are digitalized. Yeah, and therefore you need digital skill sets rather than just
Mm,
over and above the 21st century skill set. So back to your question, I think it's because of the changing job nature. Yeah.
I see. Oh, there are certain people who are scared that robots, AI will take over their jobs because they are so-called better than them at some skills. And in some ways, it is true because AI can be AI can take over some menial jobs such as being a cashier or waitress. The so I have to ask, because as technology evolves, so do we. So this is a very important question. What are the skills that AI can do better than humans and vice versa
If you talk
in
about,
terms
yeah, that's a
of jobs?
very good point there. Um, Now the conversation is not just about getting ready, but now the it is to have a man and machine infusion,
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
combination.
it's like a,
Yeah,
you're right, it's like a man and machine kind of situation, but personally, I think that man and machine can work together.
yeah. As of now, the current state, from what I understand, my school also has some diploma in coding. From what I understand, is that machines are good for certain kind of job that is more routine yet at a slightly higher level. For example, you have say you take a Grab, right? You take you
Yeah,
book a Grab
yeah,
ride. So in the past, that industry, the taxi service, was never disrupted. It has always been such and such. You just flag down and you or make a call. Now you make you download the application, you interact, and the machine takes over the reservation. The machine tells you the best route. The machine gives you the best price. So it is the routine part of it, but it's a higher level kind of a routine that is being replaced by the machine, and that can only be done because there are a huge amount of data to feed the machine, to run the
mm,
algorithm, to be able to give that kind of a intelligence that is not really real but artificial, hence the word AI, you see. So I think man still is working hand in hand with that kind of a application, because you need man to come up with the algorithm, man to harvest the data, man to analyze to see whether the algorithm works, and then you still need man to uh, get people to use the application. So there's still a lot of man involvement in a machine application, but you can tell by
Right.
now, that the man in this machine application, his job is more of exercising judgment, exercising coordination, and being that interface between machine and customers, because customers do not care, what kind of algorithm whatsoever. So the man involved here must know the digital aspect, the coding, the algorithm whatsoever, and then to be aligned with what the customer wants. So the man still exercises certain judgment in terms of the design of the user experience part of it. So the nature of job has changed. It's no longer manually. You take a call, sir, wait for a moment. Let me check which taxi is available and things like that. It has um, the nature has changed. Yeah, yeah.
All right. I think I got what I need, and thank you very much for your insights. I think we can end the interview here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.